But yeah, man. Um, Asia Wilson, man, commanded 19 bucks.
Caitlin Clark doesn't just move the needle, she is the needle. And if you need any more proof of that, the Indiana Fever exhibition game sold out in just about 30 minutes.
When the Indiana Fever's preseason game sold out in less than an hour, Asia Wilson and the Las Vegas Aces received a harsh wake-up call, and let's just say it's not nice. Asia and her squad are essentially giving away tickets like they're giving away free drink coupons. Not only is Caitlin Clark outdrawing the WNBA's supposedly best player, but she's also making the current MVP appear inconsequential. Did Wilson forget to remind everyone that she exists? Did the AC's marketing team become preoccupied with a complimentary buffet? Whatever the reason, someone should call Vegas front office because they might need Clark just to fill the arena, and this is making Asia Wilson look irrelevant. Infuriated.
This, by the way, is driving Asia Wilson fans nuts. They're furious that this is happening on the same day. Why are they doing this? Oh my God, don't they realize the impact of Asia Wilson, blah, blah. What impact? Stop it.
Meanwhile, in Indiana, where the game is being played at the University of Iowa, fans are going to any lengths to catch a look of Caitlin Clark during a preseason showdown. In addition to selling out, Clark's former haunts caused ticket prices to skyrocket, with seats fetching hundreds of dollars on resale websites. The least expensive ticket available was between $4 and $500, which is $500,000, to see Clark warm up before the season officially begins.
But yeah, it's a big situation again. Like Caitlin Clark selling out Iowa, sold out a preseason game. People saying it sold out in 40 minutes. This is within 20 minutes. Like obviously you couldn't get onto the damn website. It's sold out. You could have been trying to refreshing the page and not got tickets. Most of the time, it officially sold out in 40 minutes, but like realistically, it almost crashed the website.
Fans are treating this as like it were the 7th game of the WNBA Finals. However, it's becoming embarrassing that the so-called powerhouse of the WNBA can't even get people to pay only $19 for a ticket, which is less than the cost of a meal at a mid-tier restaurant. At this rate, the Aces might as well start offering freebies to fill a few rows. You would think that a team full of MVPs, All-Stars, and Olympians wouldn't have to plead with fans to attend, but here we are.
The Las Vegas Aces. So, let me see how much it's going to bust my pockets to go see the Aces in their first preseason game, man. 19 bucks, jeez Christ, Jesus, please, man.
In Indiana, the disparity is striking. The truth is that demand is more important than ticket prices. People will do whatever it takes to be in the building for Clark, and the Aces are fervently hoping that someone will choose to see their historic team. People are vying for the opportunity to sit in the nose beds just to watch Clark's debut in Vegas. You could arrive late, grab some nachos, and still have your pick of premium seats.
I just want to point that out. As an Indiana Fever fan, I mean, there are people who are willing to pay all kinds of money to get tickets. There are people who are buying merch off, like flying off the shelves, basketball, all kinds of stuff. And they're begging to buy that shoe. That's why I said, Nike, I don't know what the deal is. I'm not into the contract or anything like that. They got something, whatever their agreement is, that's their agreement. I'm saying, though, when that shoe shows up, they better prepare and be ready.
Let's consider this in context. The absurdity of this gap is that the resale value of 2 courtside Fever tickets for a preseason game could easily pay a round-trip ticket to Vegas, a luxurious hotel stay, and a pricey steak dinner, with enough money left over to purchase Aces tickets and still have money in your pocket. The state of Indiana, while the Aces are over here battling to distribute seats as if it were a charity event, Fever supporters aren't just thrilled, they're a part of a movement.
Member fans are for real Indiana Fever fans, and they buy tickets. They sell out arenas, home and away. They buy merch.
Not only did Caitlin Clark join the WNBA, but she also totally changed the league structure. The Fever, a team that had been essentially unheard of for years, is now the most popular basketball team, and the Aces, they were just painfully reminded that banners don't always result in ticket sales. Vegas had best hope they don't fall behind because Clark is the future.
They're sold out, so I really don't know what they're gonna do about this. I guess it's just kind of like one of those missed opportunities, and you know, a lot of people are saying they need to move this to a stadium because there's no doubt in Iowa, if you move this to a stadium, it would be sold out.
It's not a market problem, it's an interest problem. A'ja Wilson and the Las Vegas Aces can try all they want to control the damage, but the numbers don't lie. Some will argue that there isn't any hype because Vegas has too many entertainment options. But let's face it, Indiana isn't exactly Times Square, but the Fever are selling out games at record speed, and the Aces are essentially giving away tickets like free samples at a grocery store.
Did you see how many people showed up to watch Caitlin Clark play golf? With actual attention economics at play, Caitlin's participation in any league has an existential bearing. Nobody outside of A'ja herself cares about whether A'ja shows up.
Wilson, A'ja as the Aces look more irrelevant by the day. Fans aren't swarming to see Chelsea Gray, while Kay Clark, fresh off a historic rookie season, has the entire world watching her every move. The so-called face of the league can't even draw enough fans to break even on a typical dinner bill. People are lining up to pay top bucks to see Caitlin Clark perform.
That's crazy because literally nobody asked, and sources close to A'ja Wilson decided to answer anyway.
Whether it's Jackie Young or Wilson dominant. Furthermore, it's not even fair. The Caitlin Clark effect is unquestionable, and A'ja Wilson and the Aces will simply have to cope with it. When was the last time you saw courtside seats for a reigning MVP selling for less than $20? That's unheard of. Meanwhile, Clark's games sell out in minutes, and the resale market is booming like a Super Bowl ticket.
There, and I'm gonna try to be the best. I get y'all saying best player in the world. That's great. It looks great. But I want to be the best person. I want to be the best teammate, because that's how I get the best out of my team.
Consider it. While A'ja Wilson struggles to fill an arena like it's open mic night at a coffee shop, people are discussing whether Caitlin Clark is altering the game. The Aces believed they were the WNBA's hottest team until Clark arrived, and then the entire league changed around her.
Indiana Fever fans support, not just by running their mouth or running their fingers, they actually do something. And those who may not be able to afford it, they want to do something. And so this is just me saying, way to go, Fever fans. And we love, listen, remember how it was like nobody wants to go play in Indiana, nobody wants to play with Caitlin Clark, those fans. And we came to find out when free agency showed up, everybody wanted to go to Indiana and play for the Indiana Fever and play with Caitlin Clark, and when they got here started praising the fan.
When no one is watching, you can go into an Aces game 5 minutes before tip-off and still get a first-row seat like it's a clearance sale. This is why Aces fans love to pull the back-to-back champions card, but the real question is, what's the point of being a dominant team? There are levels to this, and Caitlin Clark is demonstrating that she is in a class of her own. The WNBA's future has arrived, and the Aces have simply fallen behind. Meanwhile, trying to get a ticket to see Caitlin Clark play is like trying to get front-row seats to a Beyoncé concert, gone in seconds.
And yet I'm still surprised because Indiana Fever preseason, not even like preseason, exhibition game, where the Indiana Fever are going to play the Brazilian national team at Carver Hawkeye Arena, Caitlin's college facility, sold out. They went on sale this morning at 9 a.m. for Fever season ticket holders, Iowa donors, and Iowa season ticket holders for women's basketball. And then general admission was supposed to go on sale tomorrow at 9 a.m. I'm hearing rumblings of like maybe scalpers got in, like the secondary market is already crazy, but it was sold out and a bunch of season ticket holders couldn't even get their tickets. Iowa women's basketball posted this on their Instagram and on their Facebook just a few minutes ago that, hey, it's already sold out. No point in trying to get tickets tomorrow for the general public because you can't.
In the meantime, A'ja Wilson's games have the energy of a midweek high school scrimmage, with half-empty seats and concession stands selling 2-for-1 popcorn. Clark is not just playing basketball, she is revolutionizing the entire sports landscape. People who had never watched a WNBA game before are now buying jerseys, lining up for tickets, and packing arenas they were unaware existed. ASU supporters can shout about disrespect all they want, but ticket sales would indicate that there was a real desire.
We've seen jump so much this season in the WNBA is merch sales. There was a report that came out from the boardroom saying that since the start of the regular season, sales of WNBA merchandise are up over 500% versus the same period last year, with fan gear sales over the first half of the season at the highest in league history. Player-specific merchandise, including jerseys and t-shirts, have seen a staggering 1,000% increase in sales. Additionally, sales of league-specific merchandise like the popular orange WNBA hoodie are also up 200.
This is how we should put it. It's funny that people still try to minimize Clark's influence when the evidence keeps showing that ticket sales are skyrocketing. For example, if Caitlin Clark announced a random pickup game at a rec center, fans would be gathered outside like it was Black Friday, while the two-time defending champions couldn't even distribute tickets quickly enough. Record-breaking TV numbers and unparalleled hype, however, their unk isn't the main storyline out of Vegas. Supremacy on the court, but the most recent locker room scandal takes precedence, don't you?